All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to start off by saying, Call Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to my apostle, Elder the Great Millstone, who taught me this truth. And peace and salutation to you brothers out there that's laboring this truth and all righteousness and sincerity. To you, I say Shalom. All right. This is the brother Amwan from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. And this lesson, I'm going to entitle Recharging Your Spiritual Battery. All right, because in this lesson, I want to stress the importance of staying connected to your power source, which is the Lord, who you ignorantly call God, and Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the Son. Man, all right, those are our spiritual power source, man. And when I was speaking of our spiritual power source, I was only talking to you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, all right? And the confusion of faith brothers, that have the spirit of an Israelite, but it may not look like one, man. All right, if your spirit resonates with, the lessons that are being put out, man, if you're able to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and you are Israelite, man, and if you are hearkening unto this word, you have to constantly, come back unto your power source, which is the word, man. All right. Which, matter of fact, so I ain't having no interruptions, Salakia. But like I was saying, man, you have to constantly stay connected to your power source, man. All right. And so, without further ado, I'm gonna go into the scriptures, man. All right. I'm gonna start here in the book of Proverbs 20 and 29, and it reads, "The glory of young men is their strength, and the beauty of old men is the gray head." Right, it says the glory of young men is their strength, because when you're in your youth, you're in your prime, man. What you are at your physical peak, man. All right, you whatever you are into, man. You are pretty much gonna be at the best of the best, man. That's when you're you at your best, man. Is when you're in your youth. All right, and so for men, our glory is in our strength, man. All right, and let's say, like I said, man, you get your strength the best is when you're in your youth, man. But it says, and the beauty of old men is the gray head, right? Because when you look at the elderly, man, it says that the beauty of the old men is the gray head, because the gray hair is supposed to represent wisdom, man. But that doesn't apply really for the people of the world, man, because the elderly of this world have no type of wisdom at all, man, because first of all, they weren't given the spirit, and secondly, man, they've been indoctrinated by the lies and deception that Esau has put amongst the world, man. All right, so my point is, in the first part, the glory of the young men is their strength, man, because that's what our people cling to, man. All right, but like I said, your physical strength will only get you so far, man. All right, because you have our strong men. You got Israelites. That work out. Body build. They perfect their craft. Whether it be sports or whatever it is, man. But at the end of the day, that's for your flesh. Your flesh, has its strength, but what about your spirit? Your spirit has its strength too, man. And if you're not working, working that out or keeping that charged up, then you have to plug it in, man. Because I chose this topic, because like I said, man, our spirits are constantly, being drained from this world, man. All right, and so where do you get your spiritual charge from? You get your spiritual charge from this word, ultimately from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, because just like how a battery, you plug a battery up, man. Say how you have for your phone or whatever, the battery gets low. You have to plug it into the power source for it to get charged, so that the battery can be fully charged again, so you can continue to use it. All right, that's the same for your spirit, man. If you don't keep your spirit, charged, man, what's gonna happen? Your battery is gonna become low, and then eventually it's gonna die, man. And then what? You're gonna be out here looking like these people out here, man. Because these people that walk the earth, man, that's not in the know. That's not has not been woken up yet, or just straight up heathens. Hey, their spiritual battery is dead, man. So you always have to connect your battery to the source, man. All right. And I have a precept. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 30. All right. Just proving my point. It says, even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fail. All right. So it's going to come a time whenever that strength ain't going to mean nothing, man. All right. Because in the coming times of Jacob's trouble, man, hey, it doesn't matter how strong you are, how physically, how physically in shape you are, man. All right, because that strength is only gonna get you so far, because the calamity that's coming upon the earth, man, it's gonna be from a divine nature. So it's gonna be things that's beyond this realm, man. Because Yahweh Shema Shai letting all the stops out on this final go round, man. So if if you're not tuned into the spirit, hey, you gonna be caught out here and be bugged out, man. All right. Verse 31 says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they that walk and not and they shall walk and not faint. Right. So the ones that are tapped into their spiritual power source, the ones that are connected to Yahweh Shema Shai, it says that them that wait upon the Lord, it says he shall renew their strength, man. All right. And that strength is going to get renewed by what? Through the spirit, man. Because certain men are going to be given spiritual power, man. All right. Spiritual power to where you have, people, that's into anime, you know what I'm talking about. Things like, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, things of that nature, man. The X-Men, Marvel, all these different superpower things. That's actually going to be a real thing on the earth, man. It said they shall mount up their wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not be faint. So he's actually going to, give us those powers, man. All right. But it also goes into, I'll look at a precept real quick just to prove to you that it's also, that spiritual charge is also going to, keep you stable on that day too, man. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. And it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Now, what wisdom and knowledge is that talking about? It's talking about of the scriptures, man, of Yahweh Shema Shai. Scripture tell you that those that dwell in the secret place of the Most High, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Bear with me real quick. This is the book of Psalm 91 and 1. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, right? So if you're in the secret place of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're gonna be taken care of in that day, man. Why? Because your spiritual battery is going to be fully charged in that day. That's all you're going to be operating off when all hell breaks loose, man. And if you're not connected to your power source, man, hey, it's going to, because in that day, they say the internet's going to be down, man. The men of the Lord are going to be, hidden. So it's going to be whatever knowledge that you have in that time, man. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to prophecy, if you've just been at La La Land, you're going to get caught up out there, man. Like I said, you're going to have to rely on your own strength to get you by, which is not going to get you very far, man, because Yahweh Shema Shai got plagues upon plagues that's coming out here, martial law, the UN, the Gurga troops, man, these demons are going to be, getting busy on people, man, the wild beast, newly created beast, man, Leviathan, the angels. It's going to be so much going on, man, that these people are just going to be getting murked by the boatload, man. All right. And so if you're not in the good graces of Yahweh Shema Shai, if you're not tuned into your power source, man, hey, you're going to be left out here, man. And as you all know, if you don't charge your battery up, your battery's going to die. All right. So get another precept, man. Because these people out here, man, they battery been dead for so long that hey, it's no charging it. Because once you leave something dead for a extended amount of period, man, that battery becomes weaker and weaker and weaker to the point where it won't work no more, man. And these people have been unplugged for so long that hey, their battery is not even capable of holding a charge no more, man. Okay, but over here, you know, we constantly stay, on that power source, man, because we know that the things of the flesh can only get you so far. All right, this is Matthew 4:4, and it reads, "But he answered and said, It is written, Men shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua." Right, because the bread alone is not going to save you. Because, like I said, man, yes, you have things that help nourish and strengthen the flesh, man. But you also got to apply that for your spirit also, man. All right? And so the bread that's here, man, the actual food that you eat here, man, it's certain foods, such as the herbs and whatnot, man, that are supposed to strengthen your body, to give your body strength or whatnot, man. But, because we live in hell, man, the food is defiled, so you try to eat healthy or whatnot. You can only do so much because, like I said, we in hell. And, we're eating poison, man. We're eating and drinking poison. So the things that we're trying to do to help strengthen our bodies, man, it's not taking the full effect like it's supposed to, man. All right? But it says, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right? And I'm gonna land back on that because, like I said, man, we don't live off of bread alone, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua's words is what sustains us. All right, this is the book of John 6:63, and it reads, "It is the spirit that quickeneth." Slacky, not 63. Slacky, jump the gun. This is same book, John 6:48. This is Yahushua speaking since it's red letter, and it reads, "I am the bread of life. Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness and are dead. This is the bread that cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die." Right, because when you go back and read the history of whenever we was in the wilderness after we left out of Egypt, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he fed our men, fed our people with the manna, which is the spiritual. Not spiritual food. It's food that came out of the heavens, man, and that nourished our flesh, man. But it said, but are dead, man, and they still die, showing you that man's not gonna live off bread alone, man. All right, but Yahweh Shah said that He is the bread of life, man. He said, "This is the bread that cometh." It said, "This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die." So this bread that we're gonna eat, man, we're not gonna die from. Why? Because this is the bread of life, man. This is what is nourishing our spirit. So now our spirit is gaining strength, man. Because in the world, man, we were spiritually not malnutrition, man. We were actually the dead out here, man. The valley of the dry bones, man. It says, "I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world." Right. So that spiritual charge is what the Lord is talking about, man. To give you your spirit life, so that you can learn how to live, according to the correct way that the Lord intended us to live by, man, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Bringing us back into who we are as a people, reminding us that we are the Hebrew Israelites, man. That our power is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and if we want to succeed, and in life, man, what do? We have to turn back into Him, man, because our people will look for power throughout all different avenues of this world, man. Try to get power from like I said, their own ways. Try to take matters into their own hand. Look for the so-called white man to sustain them, man. Look for their women, their job, whatever. They got all these different false power stations, man. But the main true one that's really gonna sustain you to make sure that you live, man, for real, is the bread of life, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. Which is gonna lead me to what I was gonna read earlier. This is John 6:63. And it reads, "It is the spirit that quickeneth." Hold on. Salaki, I'm gonna keep reading. John 6:52. It says, "The Jews thereof strove among themselves, saying, How can this man give us his flesh to eat? Then Yahweh said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, except you eat the flesh of the Son of Man, and drink his blood, ye have no life in you. Whoso eateth my flesh, and drinketh my blood, hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. For my flesh is meat indeed, and my blood is drink indeed. He that eateth my flesh, and drinketh my blood, dwelleth in me, and I in him." All right. So during that time when Yahweh was prophesying, this dark parable, man, you had the simple of the people out there, man, that actually thought the Lord was talking about cannibalism, man. But like I said, we just read back in Matthew that he said that man shall not live by bread alone, man. So the Lord wasn't talking about cannibalism. He was talking about the words that he was speaking, okay? Because when you finally gain the understanding of what he was saying, man, you understand that he was saying following his ways, man, because he was giving you the keys to eternal life, man. If you if you followed in his ways, man, do what he did, man. Keep the law, statute, commandments to the best of your ability, and constantly seek Yahweh, man. All right, and you seek Yahweh through Yahweh Shah, man. Okay, so he's not actually saying eat of his flesh and drink of him. He's saying eat the roll, eat the words that he was saying. Take these in and let them nourish your spirit so that you can have life, man. Because if you following in the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah, it said that you're not gonna taste death, man. You're not gonna die. Why? Because this is to prove my point. This is John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Right? It says the spirit is that quickeneth, and the word quickeneth means to make it alive, man. All right. So it says that the flesh profiteth nothing. All right. So the flesh doesn't profit nothing off of this, man. That's why I keep quoting, that charging your spiritual battery, man, because what you're doing whenever you're pretty much immersing yourself in the word, man, is getting spiritually charged up so that you can continue to grow in the spirit, so that Yahweh Shema Shai in that day he can sustain you. Your spiritual battery is going to be on full when that time comes to where you have to operate off the spirit constantly, man. All right, because in the time we are in right now, man, you still you still have access to do certain thing that you want to do, man. But when our society is cut off, man, and it's just you and the word, hey, the spirit is gonna lead you in that day. And if you're not tuned into the spirit, hey, you're gonna be done with, man. All right. It says, "It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that are speaking to you, they are spirit and they are life, man." So the Lord has given us the blueprint to life. Now, if you eat and drink this word, man, because He said He's the bread of life, man, and He said that anybody that drinketh of this water, out of their belly shall flow rivers of living water, man. So He said you eat this bread, you're not gonna be hungry, and you drink this water, you're not gonna thirst, man. So this scripture is what's going to sustain you. These scriptures are what's going to sustain you in that day and help your spiritual battery be charged, man. All right. So moving on, this is the book of Acts, chapter 20, verse 32, and it reads, "And now, brethren, I command you to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and to the word of His grace, which is able to build you up, and to give you an inheritance among all them which are sanctified," right? Because we're being spiritually built up right now, man. Because, like I said, man, we're coming out of a dead state, man. So, as you get built up, man, you gain more and more in the spirit. Just like how when you plug your phone up into your charger, man, and the more battery life that you get, man, certain things you can do more of. Like I know with my phone, if the battery is so low to a point, certain things that you can't do, man. Like say your phone needed an update, man. You can't update your phone unless it's got a certain battery percent, man. Certain apps won't work without a certain amount of battery life, man. And then when it gets to a certain level, when it's dying, man, you have to put on battery reservers, man, to keep the battery from dying, man. And it's the same way with your spirit. So it says, "And now, brethren, I command you to Yahweh Shemel Shai, to the word of His grace, which is able to build you up, and to give you an inheritance among all them which are sanctified." Because in the end, this is what we're telling you, to come back unto Yahweh Shemel Shai, to get into these scriptures so that your spiritual battery is going to be good to go in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, because your strength alone ain't gonna get you but so far, man. And to prove that, because Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's the one that's gonna keep you. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8. Slacking. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 34. It says, "Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord." It says, "Blessed is the man that heareth me, and watcheth daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors." Because when you found the Lord, man, you're gonna be constantly looking for Him to return, man. We're hastening the day for the Lord to make His grand return, man. And it says, "For whoso findeth me findeth life," man, because we got our battery power, we got our power source back, man. So now we're constantly having our spirit charged up so that, hey, we won't die, man. Our spirit is constantly flowing, and it'll never go out as long as you stay connected to your power. As long as you continue to seek Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, your power won't die, man. And it says you're gonna attain favor in the Lord. So in that time when all hell's breaking loose, man, hey, the Lord's gonna command you through the Spirit to lead you to safety, man. But it says, "But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All that hate me love death." Right. But if you're not connected to Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, it said that you wrong up your own soul, man. And it said that you hate the Lord. So that means you hate death, man. You don't want to come back into the Lord. You rather let your battery die, man, and stay dead. So what that means is you're gonna pretty much kill yourself, man. All right. But the Lord, He's gonna protect those that are constantly seeking Him, man. Because, hey, like I said, your strength's only gonna get you so far, man. All right. This is the proof of why I say that. This is 1 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 9. It says, "He will keep the faith of His saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. For by strength shall no man prevail." Right. It says He will keep the feet of the saints, man, because through all adversity that's going to come upon the earth, man, the Lord is going to guide His men in the way to safety, man. But it says, "But the wicked shall be silent in darkness," man, because they're gonna be thrust through in that day. They're gonna be done. It says, "For by strength shall no man prevail." So just by strength alone, man, you're not gonna get very far, man. All right. So that means you're strong man of the world, man. You got these niggas that's top bodybuilders, fighters, like Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, John Jones, guys, that's strong men. It says, "For by strength shall no man prevail." So they're gonna be done in that day, man, because they're not connected to your power, man. They flesh, it's only gonna get them to, they might be able to fight off a couple things, man. But what is your strength to a damn robot? What's the strength to some Iron Man suits, man? A microwave gun to an angel, to a newly created beast. To look, what you gonna do against Leviathan, man? What the hell is a Floyd Mayweather gonna do against a creature like a lion or a bear, man, you know, you're gonna be finished, man. All right, so you have to rely on Yahweh Shemel Shah to keep you safe, man, because your strength ain't gonna do nothing for you, man. All right, because then the scripture calls worms. A worm has no defense mechanism, man. All right, that's how we are in this world right now, man. You know, where sheep led into how's it go? Where sheep led into a den of wolves, you know, roughly paraphrasing. All right, but at the end of the day, man, we know where to rely our strength in, man. All right, we don't put our strength in our own hands, man. We send it back to Yahweh Shemal Shah, because we put our strength into Him. He's always going to deliver, man. This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, in the Apocrypha, chapter 24, verse 7. With all these things I sought rest, and in whose inheritance shall I abide? So the Creator of all things gave me a commandment, and He that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, Let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and my inheritance in Israel. Right. So we seeking for our rest, man. Our rest is nowhere except for in the presence of the Lord, man. Why? Because the Lord said he's only dealing with the nation of Israel, and so he's on out of all the families on the earth. He said He's only known in Israel, man. All right, so he's giving us our rest, man. He's giving us rest now by giving His name back unto us, man. By giving us this knowledge, man. And we're growing within that, man. You know, we're continuously growing because our spiritual battery is being charged, and as your battery is being charged, man, hey, you're growing more and more in the spirit, man. Okay, and so to continue to grow, you have to constantly, you know, talk to Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. Hey, ask the Lord for whatever you need, and the Lord will provide it for you. All right, this is the book of Philippians, chapter 6, verse 7. It says, Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto Yahweh Shemal Shah. It says, The peace of Yahweh Shemal Shah, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through your Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, right? It said, Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, man. Hey, constantly send out your prayers unto the Lord, man. You know, don't ever try to take matters into your own hand, because, like I said, Yahweh Shemal Shah is our power source. He's our strength. He's our everything, man. So if we need anything, we're supposed to go to Him for it, man. You know, Yahweh Shemal Shah is the plug, man. You know, it says, and the peace of Yahweh, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, man. Like I said, Yahweh Shah said that He is the bread of life, man. All right, so we have to constantly be feeding our spirit with this book, man. You know, because in this, man, we are finding life, man. All right, and so like I said, you got to constantly come back to your power source, man. All right, because your battery is gonna get drained. This world, best believe, this world is gonna drain you, man. All right, and your everyday struggles from, hey, going on the job, being hassled by your bosses, man, to coming home getting bothered by your kids, man, to, hey, you going to the store, man, the police might harass you, or you got a 2/3, you know, try to do something to you, man. Hey, this world, hey, it constantly attacks your spirit, man, and it drains it. So hey, you have to constantly continue to power that your spirit, whether it's through, you know, studying, or the going to the brothers, man, you know, fellowshipping or whatnot. It's always ways in the spirit to strengthen your battery, man. Okay, I'm gonna end it with this. This is the book of First Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 11. It says, Seek the Lord and His strength. Seek His face continually. It says, seek the Lord and His strength, man. All right, not rely on your own strength. Hey, put your burdens on Yahweh Shemal Shah. Let Him fight for you, man. All right. It says, seek His face continually, and when you do that, hey, you will never be confounded, man. All right, you will never be caught out there, because the Lord is always going to take care of His men. All right, it's been like that since the beginning of time, and you don't think they're gonna be like that now, man? His men always had the same formula. Hey, when anything that came up, what they do, they cried out to the Lord, and what the Lord do, He always answers their prayers, man. You know, so we gotta be in that same step. That's why Scripture tell you to seek the old paths, man. All right, because this world right here, it kind of it makes you try to do things on your own, and we have no power here. So, hey, constantly recharge your spiritual battery, man. I'm gonna end it with that. Lord willing, that was edifying. Until next time, I say, call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to my elders that taught me this truth and that rule well. And shalom to the elect, man. Shalom.